Methods of irrigation. In this module, you will learn about different methods of irrigation. Water is essential for the germination and growth of crop plants. Water is supplied to agricultural fields either naturally through rainfall or artificially through canals or other systems. The artificial supply of water to agricultural fields is called irrigation. Irrigation can be done using different methods. Before learning about these methods, let us find out how irrigation is important for crop production. In the absence of rainfall, irrigation maintains the minimum amount of moisture required for crop production. It maintains proper growth of crops and helps to protect them against frost and hot air currents. The duration, time gap and amount of irrigation are determined by the type of soil and crop and also the season in which a crop is sown. A mowed system is one of the simplest and cheapest irrigation systems. In this, water is drawn from a well or water source by a bucket attached to a rope. The rope is passed over a pulley and fixed to an animal. The animal walks down an earthen slope away from the well to lift water. The water is then emptied into a channel and the fields are irrigated. As the wheel turns with the help of a shaft and handle, the buckets dip into the pool and draw water. The chain then lifts the buckets to the upper wheel, where they are tipped and dumped into an upper pool. The chain then carries the empty buckets down to be refilled. The water in the pool is then released by gates into channels, which act as artificial streams to water the crops. During irrigation, the rope tied to the bucket is pulled down so that the bucket goes into the water source and fills up with water. The bucket is again drawn up by pulling up the rope. The water is then collected manually and poured into the channels. Rahat system of irrigation involves two wheels, one placed vertically over a water source, typically an open well, and the other placed horizontally at a distance. A belt of buckets is fixed to the first wheel and an ox, buffalo or camel is tied to the other wheel. As the animal pulls the wheel around in a circular motion, it sets in motion the first wheel with the buckets, which draw water from the water source, and irrigate the fields. The traditional methods of irrigation are cost-effective but time-consuming. Thus, these methods have been replaced with drip system and sprinkler system. Let us learn about these two methods in detail. A sprinkler system is used in arid and uneven regions as an alternative method of irrigation. This system employs many perpendicular pipes with rotating nozzles at the top, installed at regular intervals. The pipes are placed on the field and are connected to the main pipelines that emerge from the main water storage tank. In a drip irrigation system, Water is delivered at or near the root zone of crops drop by drop. A drip irrigation system is the most efficient system of irrigation as there is absolutely no wastage of water. This system is mostly used in areas with poor water availability. Both the modern systems of irrigation are costly but require less labor and time. In this module you have learned irrigation is the artificial method of supplying water to crop fields to assist crop production. A motor pulley system, a chain pump system, dhekli and rahat are traditional methods of irrigation. They are cost-effective but time-consuming. A sprinkler system and a drip system are modern methods of irrigation. They are costly but require less labor and time.